welcome to YThrive Home. My name is Amy and I'll be your instructor today as I lead you through a power flow yoga workout. So we'll get started here right away. All you need is a mat. So I'll get you to come down onto your mat. And we'll start our practice today in child's pose. So bringing your knees nice and wide to the outside edges of your mat. Feet coming together behind you. Sit your hips back and reach your hands out in front of you, letting your forehead melt towards the floor. And here, just take a few deep breaths, filling your lungs, and exhaling every last bit of air. Anchoring yourself in your body and your breath. One more full breath here. Exhale. Bringing your knees in, coming up to all four. Tuck your toes underneath you and press your hips up and back to downward dog. Taking a few moments to just pedal out through your legs. Lowering one heel at a time towards your mat. And come up on your tiptoes, inhale. Exhale, press your heels towards the mat and just relax through your neck. As you draw your heels down, pressing gently into your fingertips to move your hips back towards the back wall. Big exhale. Now walk your feet to meet your hands. Hanging forward, let your head hang heavy. Soft knees, finding length through your back body. Maybe even grabbing your elbows. Release your neck. Take a deep breath here. Exhale. Release your arms. Ground down to your feet and slowly rise, vertebrae by vertebrae, into a strong standing position. Taking your hands, reach them overhead, find length through your spine, deep breath in. Exhale, fold forward, hinging from your hips. Take a deep breath in, lift halfway up. Exhale on this first one, let's step back. Full breath here. And as you lower, option to come down to your knees or stay on your toes. Come all the way to the ground. Lengthen your feet, lift your chest, deep breath. Exhale, come down, press back to your knees. Press back to downward dog. Take a full breath. Exhale, empty out. Step forward. Inhale, half lift. Forward fold. Inhale, Tadasana, lift all the way up. Exhale, fold forward, finding some new options this time, half lift. Exhale, step or jump back to a high plank. Lower down from toes or knees, all the way down or partway down, and then lift into up dog. So cobra or up dog, both work. Deep breath in. Exhale, tuck your toes, press your hips back, downward dog. Take a full breath here, empty out, step or jump forward. Inhale, half lift, exhale, fold. Inhale, Tadasana, lift up. Exhale, fold forward, one more time. Inhale, half lift, exhale, high plank, step or jump. Lower down to low plank, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Exhale, empty. Step or jump forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, lift your chest. Utkatasana. Take a few deep breaths here. Sink your hips low. Exhale for depth. Deep breath. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, high plank, stepward jump. Lower down, elbows tucked in. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog. Hips move back. Take your left foot, step forward. Warrior one. So dropping that back heel in about 45 degrees. Front foot toes forward and bend deep into that front knee. Bringing your hips both level with your shoulders towards the front of your mat. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, hands come down, step back, high plank. Chaturanga to low plank. Cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward dog. This time the right foot steps forward. Lift your fingertips. Warrior one. Finding that breath. Exhale for depth. Inhale. Exhale, hands to either side of your foot. Step back, lower down, low plank. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward dog. Take a deep breath in. Empty out. Bring your feet forward. Inhale, half lift. Forward fold. Utkatasana, chair pose. One breath. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, high plank to low plank. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, press back, downward dog. Left foot steps forward, root down. Rise up, warrior one. And open up for warrior two. So this time your back foot is level with the back edge of your mat. You have a little room to find some more depth here. Arms are fully extended. Flip your front palm. Reverse your warrior. Reach your fingertip up. Finding nice length through your side body. Your backhand either reaches down the leg or maybe wraps around your hip. Take a full breath here. Exhale. Now take your top hand, bring it down onto your thigh. Reach your backhand up. Extended side angle. You can stay right here. Or if you were looking for a little more depth, you can take that hand, move it down to the floor. Either option works. You know if you're in a good place, if you can maintain that long, true breath. And you are challenged, but not in pain. Knee stacked right over the ankle. Take one more breath here. Exhale, bring both hands down on either side of your foot. Step back onto your tiptoes. From knees or toes, lower down. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward dog. Take a full breath here. Empty out. Right foot steps forward. Rise to warrior one. Exhale. And open up to warrior two. So just like before, opening your feet long to the back edge of the mat. Extending your arms, drawing your shoulder blades in towards midline. Sinking into that posture with each exhale. Flip your front palm, reverse warrior. Extend through that side body, reach down your leg. Option to wrap around. Keeping an eye that that knee stays stacked over your ankle. One more breath here. Exhale, bring that elbow to the knee, and then reach the other hand up. So you're looking up towards your thumb, checking the knee, and then deciding where you want to be for depth. Knowing that you can lower your hand if you need just a little more. Plugging into your feet, Strong on your mat. Exhale. Take one more breath here. Exhale, bring your hands down to either side of your foot. Tuck up on that back toe, step back. Strong core from knees or toes, lower down. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, press your hips back, down dog. Take a deep breath. Exhale, empty. Left foot steps forward between your hands. This time stay up on that back toe. Plug into your feet, draw into your core, and then lift your fingertips. Crescent lunge. In crescent lunge, that back leg is long, your knee is lifted, hips are square. Hands can be here. If that's a little bit more than you're looking for right now, you can bring your hands down to chest height into prayer, or you can stay extended here. Take a deep breath. Reconnect to your breath. Exploring where your body can go in each breath cycle. Bring your hands down to meet at your heart, and then take the opposite elbow over the knee as you hinge forward for that twist. Firing up through your left glutes, your right glute, keeping your hips steady and stable as you ease into that twist on the exhales. Using all your balance and strength, twist back to center. Take a deep breath. Hands to either side. Step back into that plank. Lower down all the way or to the hover. Cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward dog. Nice work. Deep breath. Exhale. Switching legs. This time your right leg steps forward between your hands. Ground into your feet. The toes in the back and your feet draw into your core. And then lift your fingertips. Come into crescent lunge. Finding your balance. If you're feeling a little wobbly, a little bit of a wider stance will help with more balance. If you're looking for a bit more of a challenge, the more narrow your stance is, the more of a balanced challenge you'll have. Deep breath in. Soften your shoulders. Stay firm through your legs. Hands come to heart center. Take the opposite elbow across the knee, and then with a long upper body, use that rotation to bring your gaze over your back shoulder so that you're rotating through your mid-body and setting a gentle gaze. Actively pushing into your palms. Take one more breath here. Exhale, hands come back to center, and then down on either side of your foot. Step all the way back in high plank from knees or toes, lower down. Lift up, cobra or up dog. Exhale as you press back, downward dog. Deep breath, soften shoulders, and bring your feet to your hands. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift up, reach all the way up. Come strong into standing. You need to find some balance here. Set your hips back like you're sitting in a chair. And then take your left leg and bring it over top of your right. And then sit deep into your chair. Now take the opposite hand underneath. And you can either wrap your arms here or continue for a bind as though you were sitting in a chair. And if you're looking for an extra balance challenge, lift that foot, eagle. In any of our balance postures, you're looking to maintain your gaze. Look at something that's not moving. And focus on breath. Unwind, stand tall, sitting onto the other side. Sit your hips back, set up just like we did before. This time, your right leg comes up and taps over. Opposite hand reaches underneath. There we go. Up on that toe. Decide if you want shoulders or if it's accessible for you to bind, or if you want your toe down or wrapped behind. Lots of different modifications for everything we do. Choose the one that's right for you in this particular practice. Sometimes it varies day by day. Honor your body with what it needs. Looking to find stillness. Unwind, stand nice and tall. Take a nice deep grounding breath, hands at heart center. Take your left knee up and wrap your same side hand around that knee. And as you stand tall, flex your foot and know you can stay right here. If you would like to add on and you're fairly open through your hamstring, you can go for the toe grab, looking to extend that leg. But whichever option you've chosen, keep your shoulders back and grow tall through the crown of your head as you root down into that balanced foot. And then take the opposite hand out for balance as you take the knee or the foot out to the side. So you can do the exact same thing from the knee. If you're looking for that added balance challenge and that additional flexibility, go ahead and go for the toe. Find your breath. Come back to center. Reach your fingertips over your head and hover your leg. Draw into your core. And then slowly lower that leg as it passes your ankle, hinging from your hip on your stable leg as you fold forward. Options here would be to stay here, bring your hands into prayer, or take them out to airplane. Find whichever variation allows you to stay here balanced, drawing into your core. 2 full breaths. Soften your shoulders. 1 more. Standing all the way up. Embracing that shake. Pedal out through your feet. Let's begin on the other side. Stable on that side. This time lifting your right knee. Wrap around your knee. Stand tall. Staying here or going for that toe grab. It usually feels a little different on the 2 sides. Find your balance. Stand tall. Opposite hand reaches out. And then open up from the knee or the toe. And if you fall out, know that it's okay to fall out and then just jump right back in. Yoga gives us lots of practice at picking ourselves back up and starting again. Come back to center. Reach your fingertips up, extend your leg, and slowly lower. Again, just barely eclipsing the ankle before you begin to hinge into Warrior 3. Any arm variation that works for you. Keep your foot, the back foot, your lifted foot, keep that foot flexed, strong and drawn into your core for 2 more breaths. And slowly hinge back up. Pedal your feet, hands to heart center. Take a steadying breath. Exhale. Sweep your hands all the way through. Deep breath in. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step or jump back to that high plank. And staying here in this high plank, remember knees are an option. Take your back leg and lift it up. Lower that leg, and without moving your hips very much, lift the other leg. Bring that foot down And slowly, with elbows behind you, lower all the way down to the mat. All the way. Let one ear come to the mat. Reach your palms behind you and just find release. Melt your shoulder blades. Bring your chin forward. Flip your palms over. Lift your chest, lift your sternum up off the mat. Reach your fingertips back. And now add your feet. Lift your feet. That full back body engagement. Maybe you can even interlace your hands over your tailbone. Exhale, let off a little. One more big breath. Exhale, release. Unwind your hands, palms up, the other ear down to the floor. Find that release. Find surrender. And then bring your chin back to the front. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders. Lift your chest. Find cobra. And maybe it works for you to stay here. Maybe you can put a little bit of pressure in your fingertips and lift a little higher. If you've been practicing up dog and you want to take one last up dog today, press into your palms, lift your chest, and bring your chest right through the front of your arms with soft elbows and reach the crown of your head towards the ceiling. If your knees are on the mat, soften your elbows a little. If your knees are lifted, then extend your arms. Take one more full breath in. Exhale. And now gently tuck your toes and easily move your body back into one more downward facing dog. Take a deep breath here. Exhale. Take your left knee and bend it towards the same wrist. And then walk that back leg behind you, lengthening out the long leg. Walk your hands back under your shoulders. Lift your chest. Now you can choose to stay here, or maybe you can come down onto your elbows. Keeping that hip moving toward the hip of the straight leg, lower that towards the mat. Flexing the foot of your bent knee will give your knee some added protection in these deep knee bends. Or maybe you can bring your hands all the way out and melt down towards the mat. Find the option that's right for you, that is challenging you and opening up through that left hip without causing pain. Discomfort is good, pain is not. And walk your hands back. Tuck your back toe and transition back to that downward dog. Press back. This time take the other leg. Lift it up and bring your knee in towards your wrist. Set up just like you did on the other side, walking that long leg back a bit, flexing your front foot, and then walking your hands back under your shoulders. Take a deep breath. Exhale. Coming down as an option onto your elbows. Half pigeon's kind of like getting into a hot bath. Just ease your way in, willing your body to relax a little more, maybe find a bit more depth without forcing it. And of course, the option to fully extend your arm is here as well. Take 2 more big deep breaths. And then lift your head, walk your hand back. Take a breath here. Tuck your back toe. Press back for downward dog, the last of our practice. Oh, just taking a moment to consider, how does this downward dog feel compared to the first? Is there anything that's different in your body? Just noticing, nothing to do about it, just observing. And then walk your feet towards your hands, bend your knees, and sit down onto the mat. Reaching your legs out long in front of you as we wind down our practice. Toes pointed towards the ceiling. Reach your hands up over your head, finding length through your spine. Hinging from your hips, lean forward, lengthen your upper body, and just lower your hands to your shin. Exhale for depth. Wherever you can grab, shin, ankle, toes, wherever works for you, take one more breath. And then release your head, letting your head hang heavy. All the way back up. Bring the soles of your feet toward each other. Grabbing your heels, ankles, toes, wherever you can grab onto. Lower your knees. And with that long upper body, one more time, lean forward. If you've lost your focal point, come back to your breath. Sitting up nice and tall. Knees come together. Inch your hips forward slightly as you roll down onto your back, tucking your knees into your chest. Open your hands up to the side. Drop your knees to one side and bring your gaze to the other. Relaxing into this twist, letting go of that really intentional forced breath now. And coming into your own natural pace of breathing. Knees come back to center. Give them one more squeeze. Open up and bring your knees to the other side. Shifting your gaze to the opposite direction. Bringing your knees back in the center. Give them one more squeeze. And then the moment we've all been waiting for, Savasana. Take your legs wide. Let your toes drop open. Palms up. Close down your eyes. And take as long as you would like to just lay here. Letting all of the good work from your practice soak in.